taking away your future. You are my future.
You're resigning. You once asked me why I hired you. And I told you it was because life is like this. And I like this.
Harvey, please, you can't convince me.
Let me finish. It was like this, not because of the risk we're taking. Because of who you are.
So you're not disappointed? Are you kidding me?
To that speech, if you hadn't done this, I'd be kicking you out. And for the record, you're not the only one who got more family out of this deal.
Let's just sit in it for a while. All of us. Together. You can feel it, can't you? That's drama. And scene. Cut.
Forma egoísta he llevado a cabo
She's saying
operaciones
she's guilty, crimes against the state.
This is obviously coerced.
I'm guessing they have some kind of leverage.
Other than all the guns pointed at her head.
Yeah, I'm talking about loved ones and relatives that are in danger. I mean, you saw the way that she speaks about her son. Everything this woman does is for her family.
I just sent you the contact for Joe's man in Nicaragua. I want you to give him a call, have him look into her family and country, please.
Copy.
Jerry, where are we at tracing the signal? Please, come on.
Well, it's being routed through an anonymizer. I mean, we can get there. It's just going to take time.
I mean, time. We don't have time. Well, there's thousands of high-end homes in this island. They could be in any one of them.
Hold on. Look at that. That looks like a painting. Think you can pull another rabbit out of your hat?
I can try. It's a little tough to make out from this angle, but it bears a striking resemblance to Synesthesia by prominent local artist Maheilani Chang.
Jerry, can you help him find out who bought this? We got to get an address.
How does a Nicaraguan strike team end up in the home of an art collector on Oahu?
You said you only found one sleeping bag in that warehouse, right? It's possible Teresa was staying somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, Briggs has connections to the art world. Maybe he put her up with a patron of the arts, someone who sympathizes with her cause.
Got it. Found the buyer.
They live at Kuli Kuli Terrace over in Black Point.
All right, Tani with me. Jerry, drop a pin, send it to our phones.
Las acusaciones que hice contra todos los funcionarios de gobierno son acusaciones falsas. Asumo toda la responsabilidad.
¿Qué pasó?
Everybody down. I'm gonna right now.
Ay, esos son balazos. ¿Cuántos son? Necesitamos refuerzos. ¿Quién está atacando? ¿Quién es?
5-0. Case dismissed.
No, it makes sense. Ellen said she had trouble getting clothes.
Who are you? What business have you in this sacred place?
Are you the Dolma? Ancient sorceress of the Cauldron of Arinrod?
Who else would I be?
Does she look familiar to you? There is something.
What say you? Why do you mutter?
You look familiar, sorceress.
Oh. Is that so?
It is.
My lord, where is Merlin?
What have you done with my servant?
Oh. The gangly boy. If you kill me, you'll never see him again. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't think so.
The boy.
Of course, I thought everything had gone unusually smoothly.
That boy was your surety, great king. Without him, your queen would still be lost.
Not sure that's quite true.
And I say it is.
Look, since you're here, why don't you give me a hand? Lift it on up.
Lift. Lift what?
Tractor. It's been giving me trouble all week. I need to check out the rear end. Come on. Lift it up.
How would I do that?
You're very funny, Clark, but I don't have all day. Lift up the tractor, please. Come on. Let's go. Nice, but I'm not 5'4". Lift it up. Over your head. I need to get under the back.
Heavy fire! We're cornered!
Man, I really miss our toys.
Chemicals are secure. Where's Midas?
James Midas, you are under arrest.
We must fight together now, or die.
Our enemy doesn't tire, doesn't stop. They're coming.
And we've got everything you need to know before binging Season 2. Based on the award-winning novel by Philip K. Dick, The Man in the High Castle takes place in 1962 in a frightening world where Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan were triumphant in World War II, thus conquering America, splitting it in half, with Japan ruling the West Coast and Germany ruling the East. Spending all of Season 1 off-camera, the mysterious Man in the High Castle will actually appear in Season 2, played by Office Space and Boardwalk Empire Stephen Root. What will we learn about this reclusive character who's out to collect newsreel footage depicting alternate timelines and universes where the good guys won the war? We know he's a film buff, that's for sure, but what can he tell us about the films and where they come from? Speaking of the resistance movement, who themselves have been after those mind-blowing films, Rupert Evans Frank will finally join the ranks of the rebels, teaming up with Brennan Brown's antique shop owner Robert Childen and forming a peculiar and dangerous business arrangement with the Yakuza. DJ Qualls Ed, on the other hand, will start the season off in a very dark place, suffering abuse and horrors inside a Japanese prison thanks to his confession last season. Alexa Davalos' Juliana will find herself on the outs with both the Resistance and Inspector Kido's Kempeitai. With nowhere else to turn, Juliana will seek asylum in the Nazi-run side of America. A man from her past, George Dixon, played by the OC's Tate Donovan, will complicate things even further. Meanwhile, Rufus Sewell's high-ranking Nazi officer John Smith will struggle to keep his son's deteriorating health a secret so that by Nazi law, the boy isn't euthanized. It will be a challenging season for Smith as he finds himself torn between family and country. At the same time, Luke Kleintank's SS officer Joe Blake will return to Germany a hero, meet his estranged father, and find a new love interest in Bella Heathcote's Nicole Becker, a young Berlin-born filmmaker. As for the more science fiction-tinged side of the show, Trade Minister Tagomi, played by Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa, will find himself being weighed down by guilt over his Season 1 plot to nab nuclear technology for Japan and become even more drawn to the alternate world where he was magically transported in the Season 1 finale, the side of the dimension where America and the Allied powers have won the war. According to executive producer David W. Zucker, the tone will be different this year, as Season 1 spent a lot of time setting up the world for the viewer. Now that everything's established, the show can delve deeper into its characters and explore how their actions directly affect the world. Happy binging, everyone, and stay locked to IGN for news and reviews for The Man in the High Castle.
No. I was painting the fleet, but they've moved around.
Subversives. That is treason.